Lesson 6.4 from your book, Solving Compound Inequalities. Just got two brief examples here for you. I think you'll find this to be pretty quick and easy. It's just kind of putting together some of the things you did where you were solving inequalities, and actually what you have to do when you solve a compound inequality, you've graphed them. Well, solving them just means you solve two inequalities at the same time, like I have here. I have n plus 7 is greater than 6, and k plus 2 is less than 12. So let's get started working here. Well, I'm going to solve each of these separately. For a little bit, I'm going to ignore this inequality over here on the right and work just with the inequality on the left. So what do I do to both sides? Subtract 7. And when I do that, subtract 7, I have left that n is greater than -1. And now I'm going to go over to the right inequality, and I'm going to subtract 2 on both sides. And then I say that k is less than 10. Now I have solved both of these, and you have to remember that this is an and. And once I solve a compound inequality, we will make a number line. So we would make a number line like this. As you've done with your graphs, I'll put -1 and 10 both on the number lines. And since I have a greater than symbol for 10, I need an open circle on 10. And I have a greater or a less than circle on 10. So I need an open circle there. And I need an open circle on -1 because that has also a greater than symbol. So now where are the numbers that are both greater than -1 and less than 10? I test, if I put in -2, -2 is not greater than -1, so I will not shade out to the left. If I pick numbers in between, 0 is greater than -1, so it works in there, but it says and, so I have to have it in both, and 0 is less than 10. So I will be shading here in between, for sure. And now I'm going to take a look outside of 10. Now let's put in the number 12. Let's see, 12 is greater than -1. And 12 is less than 10? No, 12 is not less than 10. So the only place I will shade on this one is in between. Take a looking at another pair of inequalities here. Now I have more than one step to do in each one, and I have the word or. So let's take a look here. I'm going to solve each of these. I'm going to -6 on both sides. These a -3n. And that is greater than 6. And now I'm going to divide by -3, and since I'm working with inequalities, dividing by a negative, I must remember my extra skill that now n, since I've divided by an opposite, I need the opposite inequality sign. N is greater than -2. So that's where I'm sorry, n is less than -2. My apologies. And then on the other side, other inequality, I'm going to add 2 to both sides. Then I say 4n is greater than 12. Divide by 4 on both sides. Still using my equation skills. Inequality, this symbol will stay as it is, and it's greater than 3. So now that I've done with my solving, let's draw the number line. Let's put our two numbers on there, -2 and 3, and since it's an or, let's figure out where we can shade. So let's see. Let's pick a number less than -2. Let's pick -5. Is -5 less than -2? Yes, it is. So that allows, since it says or, I will be shading over here. For sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. Shading there. Oh, it's a bad arrow. My apologies for that. Let's shade. Let's test 0. Notice I didn't test it in the other one. Once it's true for 1 with or, I can shade. Is 0 less than -2? No, it's not. It's greater than -2. Is 0 greater than 3? No, it's not. So I can't shade in between here. How about out here with 3? All right, so let's test 5. 5 is less than -2? Not true. Is 5 greater than 3? Yes, that's true. So shade out here now. And I'm going to make an arrow a little better this time. And I need an open circle on 3 and an open circle on 2, or -2, and then I'm done with my graph. So what would I like for you to do? I would like for you to solve the following problems. I want you to turn the book open to page 318. and I'd like for you to do problems 14 through 23. Okay, and be sure that you show your work and then correct answers. Check your answers. I should say check, shouldn't I? Check your answers with my answer key, then turn it in. Okay, let me know what I can help you with.